I want to buy making no noises on my phone. Okay, how y'all doing, y'all? I just had a horrific story about another case of herbivore an interracial couple. Well, anyway, the mother who's deceased, she's Hispanic. Okay, and she's from Cali, and not the stereotype. She could be Puerto Rican, she could be Salvadoran, but 9, 10 people may say she's Mexican. That's Lydia Orozco Nicholson. Okay, Nicholson. Okay, and her son, who's white and Hispanic. Okay, he's mixed. He looks Caucasian, unlike his mom. Okay, she's exotic looking. With more native features, olive skin. Maybe some African down the family tree. Mexico was the third race is black, and besides Spanish native. Okay, her husband's white. That's Mr. Nicholson. They 28-year-old son, who also was suffering mental issues. I did research. Unlike other YouTubers, I did more research. Both one thing, and I'm not copycat and levity. I've been doing research on people for years. Um, and we're both Leos. So Lovey T on her channel, we both Leos. She's July, I'm August Leo. So you know what? We both hate each other. I don't hate her, but she hates me. But I did my research, and he had a previous record. I think it was a drug overdose or a drug overdose. It was in 2014. Okay, so anyway, he was his father is 81 and she's 68. Talking about the deceased mother. Okay. Anyway, they're an interracial couple and they have 2 children. Okay, not to my knowledge, maybe it's more, but there's a daughter. That's the woman who didn't want to be shown on TV. The sister of the murderer, and the murderer who killed his mom. And she's retired. She worked in school. She's retired. As I did research, I found she's Republican. Um, Let me bring that up. But I was like, okay. Since I did more research to find out if she was a dark-haired white woman, but she looks mixed, so they couldn't afford that she's not. But I want people to read my race because I'm getting tired when the Vice show did this. Folks talking about white folks, white folks, white folks. To my white people who get tired of this shit, and I mix with Caucasian, my own self, down the family tree. Um, I get tired of hearing that about white folks and black folks don't kill their mamas and this and that, whatever. Okay. Anyway, and there's African American, there's also Hispanic origin, Hispanic Creole, Spanish Creole, and French in my family, but now family tree besides Irish and English, and the American as well. I gotta talk about this, okay? And as a person who is a mixed race, very proud of multiracial background, multi-generational mixed race person myself, I get tired of people listing folks as one or the other mess, okay? They don't mean, well, you're black. Well, last time I checked, yes, the one drop rules no longer law, okay? But now I have the right to check the boxes. And you don't have a right to tell me that I should identify as black when actually I can call the police for harassment. You know what I'm saying? And by law, they say we can check more than one box since the Virginia case, since 1967, which is 51 years ago. One drop rules unconstitutional, and also the census allow you to check more on box since 2000. And I can check when I go application, put 2 races or more. I don't like me putting on Hispanic because I do have Spanish Creole in my roots, besides French from Louisiana. But check, leave it blank or whatever. So your ass had a right to tell us how to identify. It's funny, yeah, y'all can defend people who are mixed to choose one or the other, but people who are very proud of their mixed heritage, who don't want to identify as one or the other, you want to harass us and call us self-haters when actually there's no self-hatred. The truth of the matter is my heritage is African American, Native American, French, Irish, Native American. That's why I'm here. I look black to you through your ignorance, but the people who look like a Pitiogo and Akon, that what black looks like, okay? Not what white means percent white race percent of it, okay? So, and yes, the murderer looks white compared to the mom, who's Hispanic, who's mixed, mestiza, Afro mestiza, whatever you want to call it, okay? But he is mixed. He's not a full-blown white man, okay? So stop it with this old stupid stereotype. That's why I had to bring up racism, because I'm seeing the comment, white folks this, excuse me, you know who thought about killing their own parents? Me. Because I was abused by them. And they still trying to do this. Why on holidays, I don't go visit them. I don't want them to control my life. I'm grown. I like this dude who's living in his parents' house. I live alone. Okay? So I don't want their intervention in my life. If I don't, that's my business, not yours. And so I don't want to go to jail. My record's clean. But the reason why I have got to the point of one period of time over the years being homicidal about the situation, because when you try to get the law involved, here come dumb conservative minded people, no offense to the family who's conservative, trying to put their input over the law. Excuse me, as an adult over age 18, I have a right to live under their rule. I have a right to live under their stupid law or their stupid rules about my family. I am grown. I'm 38 years old. I should not I be living as an adult, and therefore they're stepping on ground. If they try to stop me, that's false imprisonment. I'm looking at the laws on my app about this. Okay, so like 20 years ago, the white cop told my dad, "You cannot control your son no more. You can't." At the age 18. We don't live that old school bullshit anymore. I don't, and I ain't trying to live in my life. I don't want no guarantee measure of it. So please, those who believe that bullshit, do the smart thing, get the fuck away from me, okay? So, all not to go to jail or take my own life or anything for being abused, mistreated, and berated and yelling and all other stuff, I don't go visit them. Okay, I don't care if they're in the world. They won't stand and lying about that I was on there. They was on appeal about me. That's not my fault. The two people who did that shit, they should be blamed for that, and then not take care of their child, and let the other parents of the parent child take care of them. And when they turn 18, they want to control their person's life. Oh, the hell no, hell the fuck no. And I don't care about being the world. I didn't ask to be here, so please shut the fuck up with that bullshit. So don't make that no. And you may bring my white DNA up in this. I don't care. But when you abuse children, okay, and it continues after adulthood, because we're thinking, excuse me, when it's going to stop. And your so-called Christian ass, your fake Christian, wannabe so-called demonic, we wolf and she close twisting the Bible, keep someone in that misery, want to come and stumble like it. That's what we feel about it. Instead of mind your business, like the St. Paul told Thessalonians, instead of being the 82 Psalms, stopping a problem, or the Good Samaritan, or 25th of Matthew, your fake Christian behind gonna sit here and lie and deceive, trying to deceive me, knowing that I know that what they're doing is wrong. Okay. In Galatians 4, they tell you that we're no longer slaves when you're adult. Okay, I read that Bible verse. Okay, in Galatians 4 or 5, one of those books in St. Paul. So don't try to make that lie about me. Okay, I don't even twist the scripture. You know what I'm saying? Causing scandal and berate. And you know what I'm saying? That's not in love. It's not a critical rule of injury. Unlike I know that love is according to what St. Paul said in Corinthians 13. These folks in my family don't believe in that. They're creature rule and trying to rule over and trying to attempt to rule over. And that's why that comes in my head, because I'm trying to protect myself. I ain't trying to go against the law. They brought you in the world. When you bring kids in the world, you plan and you get married and you do the right thing. You don't make babies out of one night stand and lie and tell the father that you're on the pill. Yeah, I'm telling you, I put my family on blast because I'm the one getting blamed for that bullshit. And the guarantee me she caused me to be on welfare. And instead of trying to be on my own and not deal with it. Because when I was 18, I wanted to be on my own. I didn't want nothing. I didn't want nobody in my business tell me. And then you have folks in Jocko in my business. And I almost called George Bush on their ass when I was in Jocko and I was in El Paso for harassing me about my family business. I don't harass them. If I was in their business, this is their business. Stay mine. I don't want to hear your dumb mouth. Shit. Let's get to the subject. So, I like this dude who's 28 years old. Yes, I stay my body. I didn't want to stay at my hell no. I want my own shit. I wanted to work and be productive and be living on my own and not being on no damn welfare on no public house. Okay, but when you have the unconservative people because you don't care their stupid beliefs, want to put some blocks from you from getting there, that's the problem. Okay. They'll still white racist man on YouTube talking about he would not hire no more liberal like myself. That's good. Don't hire me, and I would guess what I'll make my own business. But when you out of business and you get boycotted and you lose your business, or Hurricane Harvey knocks your damn business out and you got no place to stay, oh guess what? I'm gonna say excuse me. I don't want to hire your ass since you love the employment will law. I don't love the employment will law, but I'm gonna use it against yours. Two can happen. It can happen. Shoot, tell it like it is. Anything can happen. Anything's possible on the God. Hello. Anyway, so what happened is the 28-year-old man who lives with his parents and who's playing video games. What it was, he lost a video game. He started getting married. The mother and him got into it. He has mental issues just like I do, okay? And my question before the mother died, got killed, and the father. Why do you have this 28-year-old man in your house? Why you're not? Once again, if I find out, since I found out she was concerned, I had to bring it up. She trying to support everything. And even though my family is liberal, okay, by votes, but they don't live the liberal mess. You know what I'm saying? I believe I'm a liberal culture, okay, but they're conservative culture. You know, some of the African people still have a slave mind, but checking Democrat, okay. Um, they didn't understand that we don't live in the 50s no more. So 18 years old, back when I was in 1997, it's time to get out the house. And I think the reason why they started blocking me and other people were because they felt guilty to storing scripture, being abusive with their authority and their stewardship, and it came out of that situation and it backfired to hide that shit. You want to stop me from producing and being undeveloped and all this other stuff because that's why we have people undeveloped, like in this case. Okay, because I'm sorry, I'm going all different places with this. Before your son, who had trouble with the law before and mental issues, and he was a professional, I don't know what that is. I saw that as well. See, I did my research. Why is your son still living in your house? And if it's about family being together, you cause that shit. No, I'm sorry. Let me say why. Once a child becomes an adult, it is his or her decision, and you should influence it to move out. All that trying to keep your old traditions and all slave, those I mentioned the slave, old Negro, when we colored Negro, Jim Crow slave traditions in someone else's life because you crowd a barrel ass motherfucker. No, we out of that situation. We're in integration. We're supposed to be free people. Let's live like free people. And it goes to this interracial family as well, who's Hispanic and Caucasian. Okay. Truth of the matter is, your son had a business being there. I'm sorry. If you have mental issues, put him in a mental institution, put him in a mental home or something. But to sit here and trying to stop him, and I'm sorry, I'm not saying it's true, but I know from Jump Start that that's what happened to me. Both of my siblings, all three of my siblings got their own stuff, have a car and everything. Ain't none. That's why I'm gonna talk to them. None of them want to help me get out my situation. They kept telling me to stay at home. Okay, knowing that I hated my family's beliefs, knowing that I hated their stupid ass rules, knowing I hate their religion as well. So my question is, if I don't want to live that way and I'm grown, why the fuck you want to keep that person in that mindset there for your own selfish sake? Because I'm sorry, I'm looking at this case totally different, unlike other people. Dumb, stupid people try to keep the family together. You don't talk to people about keeping family together, and it's not your family. And if it is your family, if the individual as the adult don't want to hear it, that's not your business. Actually, that person called loss for harassment. Okay? And if they lose their mama and daddy, that's on them. That's got nothing to do with you. You don't know what's going on in the house. You don't know what's going on there. So therefore, like if I was in job corps, I want to snitch to the Cinderella about these people in my business harassing me about because I didn't go talk to my family. I was doing, to be honest with you, I was doing well. I was in selling in school. I had 3.6 in school. I was in Job Corps, not the Job Corps, but I was in college program in El Paso Community College. 3.6, I was doing well. I admit that I had some insecurities, felt that if about me being away from home and have my possessions in Houston, that and not being it's been 3 years, but not having any money to go live, cause my time was up in February of 2007. Okay, cause I came in 2004. 2 years vocation. The college program started in 2006. Okay, so I had one more year. So it goes back to the year of when I came the week after Janet Jackson, just to the thing. Okay, and that was in February 2004. Well, that same date, I think the 9th, February 9th, when I'm entered Job Corps, that was the last date for me in there. So I said, no, I'm gonna go ahead and leave because, and I moved back home for a temporary stay. But Bush was here we go, and I'm a Republican. Bush recession hit Houston. I had difficult getting hit. I feel like a mile negra on other hip hop with these braids. There was people, not just white, it was his African and cooning people harassing me about, and I don't like to cut, y'all know me, I like to rock my hair long. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Samson, I like longer hair, I don't like short hair, I don't like bald head. That's not me, okay? I wore my hair bald for my family, didn't get a chance to express myself as a teenager. They didn't let me do all that stuff. So, adults like do whatever I want to do, and they still trying to stop black. They talking about your little fuck your version of love. It ain't love. It's love or have your control for they can please your dumb hair ass. That's what it was. So anyway, I'm sorry to go there. So And I don't believe that those stupid beliefs they believe in. So, truth of the matter is, when I want to be on my own, I have folks not hiring me for positions, been discrimination. They won't hire me for hard labor positions. For real. Well, Braves, I swear, they didn't want to give me no office position, and they work office positions, state positions, and it was also temporary assignment. It wasn't your normal state positions, okay? Making a monthly wage, meaning that you get your paycheck in the month, okay? Working for the state of Texas. Um, Nobody will laugh at my situation, talking about you should stay with your family. Excuse me, that's not your damn business. We don't get along, and as a grown ass man, I should not be living under their rules. Their roof and their rules. So therefore, if I lose that family, that's on me. And talking about religion, last time I checked back to 6-10, these did put a sword in the family. So he did meant that he not really preach the world. So don't try to preach that religion will mess with me, okay? That's what they hate about taking a bunch of hypocrites are trying to preach about God. Truth of the matter is, with wolf in sheep clothing with a deceiving tongue. So, essentially, this situation, okay? If I did what I want to do to follow my own conscience, then I would not be where I am today. We probably be way 10 times better living in some nice house, a loft, probably married with kids right now, having a car, having a financial benefits in life, and not living under public housing or in food stamps. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So y'all who are 18 or about to turn 18, follow your hearts. Don't listen to your family. If your family don't want you to have something for you to be self-sufficient, they don't love you, okay? They want to control your ass. In this case, look what happened. With 28-year-old man, non-self-sufficient, not sufficient or not independent. He not no independent man, okay? You're not throwing his hands, okay? Playing video games, mental issues, live with parents who are old. No offense. Live with parents who are older. The old school people get no offense to the mother, but the old school people get on my damn nerves. I'm a Generation X liberal, so you can tell, okay? And then when I turned 18, there's some dumbass generation baby boom ass motherfuckers will come in my business trying to tell me not to be grown. What the fuck? But hey, when you hear cases about cold killing family, you can't blame me if you believe that bullshit. It's not your business to try to make a family come together. That's their own business. And if their family doesn't want to come with their own family, that's not your business. Tell them to leave. So they, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, so the 28-year-old is staying with the mom and dad, 81, 68. Big, huge age difference, but they both are older age, okay? And their son is born 1989, okay? Because if he born, because he's 10 years younger than me. Because I'm born 79, he born 89. Because we're about to turn 29, I'm about to turn 39, okay? So unless he just became, born 1990, just became 28, okay? Very good at that basic mathematics. The algebra, I'm not. Truth about it is, so he's playing video games, which is stupid enough, not working, not being productive. He did have a job. He was a paraprofessional, okay? I don't know what the hell is that, okay? But he not making money. He's still staying with mom and dad. He have mental issues. And once again, they need to have independent living for those who have psychiatric, because that's one thing I will always ask inventory about independent living, and they will stump block and try to give me some job leads, or not give me no home to go stay at, or programs. No, for real, because I met people doing Hurricane Katrina. I came here after Hurricane Katrina in Houston, okay? 2007, because it was in 2005 when it happened, okay? And when I got on MHRA, I met people that I work with who came from Hurricane Katrina, who had access to programs to get some housing. I had to go to public housing and put an application in Fountain View. Okay, that's how. Thank you. They didn't want me to be self-sufficient. They want to stay at home with family because they want you to carry their belief system. Here we go. When someone want to enforce it, and then they want to get mad and ugly and rude and evil when you go step out that boundary of that, and they try to stop you from getting. That's why you have that old stupid white race man on YouTube talking about I'm a conservative man. I don't hire no liberals because you want them on welfare. You want us on welfare. You want us in economic default so you can control us economically. That's what all it is. These people don't want. I'll let you know, the idea of having conservatives control the job market is to keep us out of art. Because I'm sorry, I never went to be on welfare. I graduated in 98, okay? And my dream was to be independent, to have my own car, because my family wanted me to have that shit. It is what it is. They love me because if that the future goes on, when they're dead, deceased, and I'm gray and old, and there's no benefits, none of that, who gonna live? Who gonna take care of me? You know what I'm saying? But I'm selfish, right? But they the one who's selfish. Stumbling black people's futures. Stumbling, not talking about they love them. They don't love you. Love what you want out of them. That's what it is. So the idea of a liberal coming to a conservative, because a conservative, what's he gonna do is use the biases in his own culture, biases in the United States, and how they do minorities, people of color, people with disabilities, people, or all that other stuff. Because remember, when you say conservative, you gotta be careful. This country said old school is for white Anglo-Saxon Protestant male, straight male politics. Okay, once again, white Anglo-Saxon straight male Protestant policies. Okay, in politics. Anything that's pro-white, straight male, okay? Not women. You white women, they don't cover your asses. That's why you have affirmative action include you, okay? So, if you don't fit the status quo of that, that's what this country was made about when it got started from the American ancestors, which is my white ancestors as well, okay? Before about my African ancestors here, okay? So it is what it is. They stole this from my name. Okay, call it like it is. And if you don't fit the status quo of that, you're gonna have a lot of flaws. Okay? So when I hear these Trump supporters and it's hard, my heart goes out to the mama. That's the reason why. When you're Bush loving, when Bush became president, the 8 years was destructive. It was. Okay? The recession hit. As soon as I came out of Jack I'm thinking about getting a high paid position. It wasn't my braids because I met brothers darker, lighter than me, even people who are white or Hispanic wearing braids and working a nice job, making big buku income. And I'm like, damn, hook me up, okay? I never wanted to live under the rule, under my grandparents' house. But people was busybodies, and always in my business trying to tell me to stay at home, take care of who? We don't get along. It's not your business. But if I got your business and start hoopla and told, oh yeah, he say, she say stuff, oh, I'm the wrong person and I should stay in my place. But I wish you can do the same thing on my motherfucking time, okay? Because I don't need your dumb ass in my business. I don't need you telling me shit. So, truth of the matter is, that's what happened. When you don't let these grown motherfuckers be adults, because they're made to be those. Remember, at age 18, it's a time to grow up. Not 21, age 18. You keep whining about they not cleaning the room and cause you didn't tell them to be adults. You want your stewardship and dominion in their life. And that's what happens. Older people who want to live in a baby because your baby syndrome mess and go through the generation X and Y and in the millennials, so you're mad and in fact they don't care what you expect out of them, so you're trying to find ways to stun block them and tell they ain't gonna be nothing and all this other stuff, and that's exactly what happened. Now, I'm not saying his case, I'm talking about my case and people I know. They didn't want them to be growing up because they know that if they was to get away from them, they can no longer hurt them anymore. They can all this other stuff. So they're trying to lie to they disrespecting me, but they don't even want disrespecting the people who they talk about. They talking about the older people. They want their stupid stewardship and belief system in control and power in someone else's life. And that's how weak so many people are today. Okay? It's sad to use your grown children and protect everybody, but it is what it is. Now, I don't know Miss Lydia. I'm not saying that she's like that. I'm just saying what I know from as a person who's forced to be codependent. Okay, forced. Hey, I almost had to call laws on my grandmother. I told her I'm 18. She tried to whoop me, and I told her so I can always go to school and tell the truant officer, the security officer who's a police officer, what she did. And she can't lie. You can go ahead and exaggerate the story, but it's when it's back in the 90s, it's you against them. Okay, and if they see me as an 18-year-old man trying to get the hell out your house, not trying to stay in the house, they let you know that no, he's not a troublemaker. Because why would I be a troublemaker at a place that I don't even want to be at? It's cold. She even text me and I say, yeah, and I'm talking about, I look, man, you don't love me. You was talking about all the type of niggas, say I ain't gonna be nothing, all the other stuff, and you talking about you're a Christian woman. There doesn't Christian about that. I read the Bible too. I ain't perfect. And I said, like, God alone, correct me alone. He said, if I want to deceive me over, ask me in Romans 8, the same power from Isaiah. So I don't need no human being to tell me nothing. God can change me. Okay? And tell you not to correct no scoffer. in Proverbs 9. So if I'm a scoffer, you earn insult. Y'all don't read these stuff talking about y'all about Christian. I'm over here a sinner telling you these things, and you over here going to try to ignore it. But if you get hurt by it, your ignorance, those who are hurt by the, people are suffer of a lack of knowledge, right? Okay, does that say that? Oh, thank you. So that's the reason why y'all don't need y'all trying to tell these grown ass people to stay in your house. Y'all trying to collect a check or something? Are y'all trying to, I'm sorry. Income tax, no, income tax, because they try to do that with me. When income tax came, the people said once you turn 20 years old, you cannot carry Zach. That's right. Once he turns 20, at 21, he has to claim his own thank you. He cannot claim as a dependent. And that's how I'm starting. No, I'm calling it like it is. Dependent, using religion just to control them. If I was a headache in that house, why are you asking me to come back? Why are you asking to come visit them? That don't make any sense. That's not love. And they don't know what they're doing, then they don't need to be raising nobody else's children. Call it like it is. No, I call it like it is. I don't need to have it in the old school way. And 9 10 people, these conservative people, like that white man on YouTube, wants to control the job market. So when you meet someone like me, shut the door in my face so they can buy into their belief system. That's what it's about. It's not about, because if they didn't want us on welfare, then hire the people who's on welfare to get out of welfare. Okay? Hire the people who want to get out their basements and grab all us stuff, so therefore we can make our own money. And if you don't want us there, just let us know a time you want us gone. We'll make a buku, enough money, not no minimum wage, and we'll have our own business. Have our own business online and social media and everything else. You can be a social media manager. They do play video games. He can play video games on. They got apps. You making money. Video games. My patience is very. I like to do something more technical. Okay, but since you love video games, do you know on Google Play they got stuff. You make a bunch of points and they add there. And you can put it in your bank account or your PayPal. Yes. They got a lot of stuff. All y'all twerking on YouTube and X2 and sorry to say the X2, but all that other stuff and twerking and showing your cooch and digging everything. They got viral videos you can make. I'm trying to put viral videos on YouTube, Instagram. You can make money on Instagram, Facebook, social media manager, all that. You can work for a celebrity. They don't got time to be on their social media, and they'll hire you to be their PA. It's a PA. Not PA. We call it PR, the public relations on social media. They got a lot of stuff, y'all. It's a lot of stuff out there. There's no excuse, and even Trump, there's jobs out there now. Okay, there's a bunch of opportunity. Okay, so I'm not defending a 28-year-old, but I'm speaking from a person who was forced to be codependent. And people discourage him to be independent because they want control out of him and put their stupid belief system in him. Want me to carry their little stupid sword in not in my babies when I get married and have kids. No. I don't want what I went through in life be passed on to my kids. No, I want them to have a better life than I did. That's why I don't have kids right now. Living in this ghetto, especially these badass kids here, they're definitely, I don't want them to see that. It's not just the kids being bad, it's their parents, their old hood rat parents, and thug parents, and thug stepdad parents, and everything else. Call it like it is. And aunts and uncles and stuff. I call it like it is, and folks seeing the bad example of adults. That's why they emulate. It's not just a television screen. Some don't even have no money to buy those television, or cable TV, or the internet. But they see the bad example right in front of their face, so of course they emulate what they see. And that's when I getting whippings. These kids get whippings. I don't believe in spanking, but they get whippings and still act a damn ass fool. And still get controlled by the police. Having the thugs and cholos, thugs are locked up from getting whippings. And still go back outside and do what they go get. So therefore, they go that bunch of doggone argument out there. Every thug I know is of color, and I ain't trying to be racist, of color, African American, Hispanic, those who want to use that argument. Who had whipping. Some of them came out of jail, got kids, and they call their kids every name in the book and whipping their kids and beating the kids out the crap. And these are the same people y'all talking about should have got whipping when they was kids, but they doing the same. So shut the fuck up with that mess. I debunk every little argument you trying to say. What else I see? I see white thugs whipping their kids. Whether it come from the suburban trailer park or whatever, or lived in the hood of the barrio, whipping their kids. One white thug was in Pasadena, Texas, beat the child up. He in Pasadena, Texas. I'm not in Pasadena, Texas, but you understand, in Houston area. A white thug with bald head and glasses. Beat their child out there. Dog was a dog or something. I ain't read all the detail of it. A white thug do nothing. So therefore, all that I bet he had a criminal record too, and he still got whoopers at home. White folk whoop their kids. We learn that mess from especially white enterprising belief system. Y'all don't know y'all history. I digress. But anyway, so going back to this situation with the woman, my heart goes out to her. Okay, to Miss Lydia, um, Orozco, Orozco. Even though I'm speaking Spanish for 23 years, 23 thing. Sometimes my Spanish is bad. Sometimes, okay. So, and I'm also got it in my DNA. Real, that's one of the Spanish Creole roots in the family tree. So I am part Hispanic on this side of, my parents come from Louisiana, because Spain was in Louisiana too, okay, besides French and black and native and everything else, okay? That gumbo, that pot gumbo. Anyway, point is, so it don't make any sense that he do this. We should be getting, and if you want to play video games, do the video games on apps. They got gamers, you got apps. You make, yeah, y'all know that. You go on YouTube, y'all watch how to make money with your app. You know, I be looking for that type of stuff. Yes, I read research because I'm trying to make money on the side. Besides donating plasma and working here and there and everything else, I do surveys, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to, yeah, I mean, money is money. Shoes. I'm tired of being poor. I never asked me this situation. Shoes. Like, I ain't committed suicide. There many times when I admit that during being in poverty, I thought about committing suicide. Okay? Yes, I have. So I'm like, y'all know that I'm not one of them do nothings who love to use the government money and all those doggone little stupid and trying to be entitled. Yeah, I like to be entitled by having some money on my own, having a car, have everything be self-sufficient, not to deal with people who give me hell to get asked for assistance of. It is what it is. But this when you happen when you try to make your kids be your adult children be kids again. And I'm letting y'all know I just don't. Y'all talking about y'all can't feel sorry, but no. But if it was me 20 years ago, 10 years ago, and you're telling me at 28 years old to stay in my family, if it was y'all saying if we know each other, shut the fuck up. Don't get mad about this dude killing his mama. Because I bet you it's unnatural. I'm sorry to say it's unnatural for an adult to be a child again. Okay? To be submissive to their parents at adult age. It's time for him or her to get on their own. And you don't like the outcome, that's not, you can't do about it. And if you try to get the law involved, the law gonna say, excuse me, there he's 18, he or she's 18 years old. You cannot whip parent. If you try to whip them, that's domestic violence. Did you know that? You put your hand in domestic violence, you go to jail. That's an assault case. You tell them not to report that, that's also get you in trouble. You talk about the God. God is not violent. That's the devil. Stop with your foolish, twisted, scripture mess. Yes, you're supposed to respect your parents. The parents also respect you too because you also treat those women we treated, and also they're God's children. Talking about the kids. So why would I disrespect? Yes, they respect me if I have children, but why would I treat them like I treat my enemies on YouTube? When I curse people out, call out their name, those are not loving words. If I love my child, all those ugly turns and talking and even putting their hand will not be in my actions. You can discipline your kids without being ratchet, y'all. Stop with your dumbass excuses. You just want to throw your problems on somebody and use them as a scapegoat. It's called like it is. Some parents are not made to be parents. It is what it is. Sorry, but if you don't want your kids, by the kid in the scandal, you throw it to the sea with it. Scandal out of them, throw it to the sea. They end up wanting to kill you or hate you. That's why I'm in a situation. If I didn't have parents who was abusive, rude, narcissistic, and helicopter and all the other stuff, and overbearing and all of that, I wouldn't be having this psychiatric problem and having bipolar type 1. But I'm not the one trying to go out there and kill them because I try to stay to myself. But when they provoke me to anger and try to threaten, fear, and intimidation, and berating and yelling, and try to tell me my adult freedom away, that's when it comes a problem. And when I say no to it, they felt they could put their hands on me. When that's an assault case. But these stupid laws, who conservative minded, that's the problem. And actually, I think I found a law. If you're not trying to stop the person from going to jail who hurting somebody, I've got what code of penal codes. I'm researching this because I ain't trying to get my ass locked up. I'm gonna get the person who ain't doing their job locked up in trouble. Because if I say I don't want to live that lifestyle, stop from forcing someone else's lifestyle that person don't want to fool with. If I don't want to do with my family, that's on me. If I want to, I don't need nobody who's a backstabber who just because we're related. Look what happened to Cain and Abel. They were related, and what Cain do? Stab him back, kill them. That can happen to any family. So I'm not shocked. But when you abuse, I mean, the man got mental issues, and I'm looking at the parents. If he but somehow born with this, I can see. But if that was something they created, I mean, it was abuse, I cannot. And people gonna get mad, but I'm sorry. I read about when I was a kid, I would read psychology because I had depression and suicide due to being bullied at school and at home. And I started to realize about it, and people would doubt this. Folks go on Oprah and talk about this. Oh, they don't know what they're talking about. They ain't talking about, and all here come the old ignorant people saying this, okay? Now, you look back in history and you look at the Oprah and Sarah Jessica Rabbit and all those psychiatrists were telling you all this stuff. They were trying to save your family. They're trying to save your ass from getting in deep shit. But y'all didn't want to listen. You and your little old ignorant ways didn't want to try to change them in order to make it better. Nah, so that's what happens. So when y'all abuse your kids and think you teach them something, and you're teaching some trying to teach right by doing wrong. I'm sorry, I cannot do that. It's contradiction itself. If I'm teaching my kid right from wrong, and I'm not a parent yet, but I read and I prepare myself, and I will take parenting classes so my kids when I become, because I'm bipolar, okay, and I don't ever want to resort back to how my family did me to my children. You know what I'm saying? I do not want to do that. Especially if I love them, because love is not creative, rude, and injury. That's what St. Paul said in Corinthians. So being creative and rude and that when people say I love and care about you, I know they're lying like a demonic snake in the Garden of Eden. They're a demonic fool, and they don't know what they're talking about. Then they need to keep their ignorant ass out of my demonstration. Truth of the matter is, if I'm calling out their name, if I'm talking to them, they ain't gonna be nothing. If I'm sitting here trying to put their hand like I'm fighting somebody on the street, because when you fight somebody on the street, that's not loving it. Either two things: you're trying to start something with that person, or you're defending yourself. Okay, can't be both. And the truth of the matter is, I cannot have that mentality towards my kids. The person I love, the person I have contributed with my sperm brought in the world. That's not love. But those who believe they have the functional upbringing. Okay? And I call it like it is. No matter how many degrees they have, if they still have it, because they thought that the functional upbringing, because, it is what it is. When you call it functional as steward, you expect to have some shit thrown at your face. Okay? I'm telling anybody. Okay? And you should know, but you're teaching your children that your abuse is okay. And if they know they don't own life, that what you're doing is wrong, and they're trying to get out, and you're trying to stop them from doing it, so you can continue your little BS with them, so you can feel little gratification moments. That's what happens. Dumb people. But I didn't go up like that. You're not that person, so please stop comparing yourself to other people. It is. Some people who are ignorant, and they want to control because it feeds the gratification. If the person was getting on their nerves and they would don't understand, they would not even bother that person once they left. But they keep harassing that person because they want some more of their abuse and feel gratified because their life is not all that good. Don't let it because they have money. It is what it is. I watched it all my life. If it was good, you would not have that in your nature to act ugly and abusive and mean and all this other crap. Who wants to go through that in life? I don't. If you got a right mindset, you and go. But I digress. The truth of the matter is, a lot of these people ain't looking at things who killed their mother. I don't know this family. I don't know what they're going through. I'm reading based on psychology, history, and logic, not by rash judgment. People who kill their mother and talk about black folks. Excuse me, it's a bunch of people who have killed their mothers and grandparents, because the old school people lie to your face and tell you that doesn't go on. But let someone who's real, like my grandfather, probably may say that, but he would tell you the stories where people had did this. One thing, unlike my grandmother, would try to bring this lie up because she was sheltered by my great grandfather with the straight hair, long hair, straight, who dark skin with straight hair. Okay, but my grandfather was real. Okay, and he told me who was killing the family. It was, and he's called Bloody Fifth War. See, she tell me that instead go, oh no, back then he's called Fifth War before Ghetto Boys and all, and all that came back before Ghetto Boys and they came into the scene. These called Fifth War back in the 30s, Bloody Fifth War. So if that was all that good back in the 30s and there was no crime and all that, I get tired of hearing them lies like that. Yeah, because she was sheltered, and my great grandfather didn't allow her to go many places because he had 9 girls, okay? But my grandfather, her husband, told me a lot of stuff that was real. And one thing, we had issues. I respect him more than her because he was real with it, okay? He wasn't beat around the bush and lie. And you probably a Christian lying to further your narrative. But the truth of the matter is, it is what it is. And I would a lot of my children know. We had this. I'm gonna tell you what happened, but we had gangster fights back in the 1990s. No, you gotta be real with them. I can see a lie to them. Yeah. Only thing I might get away with tell a story is Santa Claus and making fun. Then I have to say, guess what? I was Santa Claus, and they're like, oh man, what I'm saying? It was a joke. You know, of the Easter Bunny. Just a joke because you want to put in imagination in kids' life. And once they get that age of imagination is not real, then you know you tap. That's the only thing I'll do. But all the real stuff, what I'm saying? Nah, I'm not gonna sit here and lie or deceive them because it's wrong. Okay. Um, but the truth of it is, a lot of people will lie and tell their children, and you have people in my age. Well, we wouldn't go. Yeah, we were going through. We had drive-by shootings back in the day. We had teenage pregnancy. Stop that line. If you're a millennial, not millennial, if you're a Generation X and you tell your millennial kids that the kids was manable, no, they were. No, we were not. No, we're not. We was out there. I wasn't no gangbang. We had gasoline. We just so disrespectful. I disrespected when you disrespected me when I was in school and care, and I even told my grandmother, to turn 18, excuse me, you can't do nothing about me. You put your hands on me first. You can go to jail, and whoever put it, okay, God dog it. Shoots, we don't live that. I ain't trying to live them times. I don't want that passed to me. So, therefore, that's what it is. But this 28-year-old who should have been out of his mama's house at age 18, 10 years ago, okay? 10 years ago. Don't be talking about they not grown up. They are old enough to be an adult. When they turn 18 years old, they may be not as mature compared to someone like me who's like 38 years old, but it's time. It's called a rite of passage. Okay? And I bet you if they allowed this 28-year-old when he was 18 years old, 19, to get out of the house, the mama will be alive today. Every creature lets its child get out when they get an older age. They don't hinder them. But the more you hear these grown folks say, that's my baby, I'm sorry. That may came out your womb as a baby, or maybe your baby mama, wife, whatever, if you're the father. But that child does not stay a baby anymore. It grows to be adult, and it's time for them to be an adult. And you have to worry about them in your house being on welfare and food stamps or whatever, or them borrowing your money to get what they want, and they're grown. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's supposed to be. Whether you like it or not. If you don't believe your religion, your politics, that's not your place to tell them to do it at age 18. We live in America, and some of y'all conservative. Well, the Constitution does not tell you at age 18 you still live by your parents' rules. You don't. At age 18, you're out of that situation, and it's time to prepare your adult children. Okay? I don't care about you bringing the world. What was the point of bringing? You trying to have a robot? You have a puppet under you? When I have kids, it's time to turn 18 and grown at age 18. I don't want to take care of those grown ass kids. Okay? I know how it feels to be forced to be in a situation, so why I put that nightmare in my kids' life? They'll appreciate me in their own. I won't be in their business, but I'll tell them this. If they get into some bullshit, I don't want to cuss my kids out, but if they get into some mess, aka some bullshit, and they're the guilty party of it, that is not going to bail your ass out. I am not George Zimmer's daddy. Okay? Let me say it again. I am not George Zimmer's daddy. You better bail your ass out. That's how you just call that's tough love. Because it teaches them to be responsible. The more you keep making them be babies and they're grown because you want control and manipulation, this will happen. And it's not a black or brown or white issue. It's the universal issue in America. It is in America. These people want to make their kids be babies at the age 18 or over. It is not natural to do that mess. And whatever the buku, pastor, preacher, minister, priest, whatever line he, in this case sometimes she, are wolf in sheep clothing trying to control your ass so they can get a 10% out their doggone paycheck, your paycheck, and put it in it to get a nice Bentley. It's called like it is because they control it no different than Jim Jones and what's the other guy name and David Koresh and the Applewhite, the one who was doing the space cult thing, the UFO cult. They control people. Sad. You don't want you to have no freedom, no freedom in yourself. They want to be the secondary god to you. It's called like it is. And we're supposed to have no other gods before us. Then these people should not be acting like secondary gods to us and goddesses. They're females. Let that person know because we were born with free will and the blessed or the curse. And the reason why God designed it that way so we can choose whether we were real for Him or not be for Him. Okay, if I do wrong and don't want to change, I'm doing it for not doing it for him, and I'm being real compared to acting like I'm doing something for him when I'm not. Cause y'all make force religion on other people. They're being fake Christians in front of your face, and they go back to their old way when you're not around, and they have to be judged by that, right? Okay, who let the people come to Jesus for themselves, not for you. You died on the cross for them. Call like it is. None of these old wolfish old people out here ain't no Jesus of mine. But instead of acting like they are. And stop acting like the demonic version of God. Okay? Because they're all that domineering and controlling and condemning. That's not of the Lord. Luke 6. That's not of the Lord. Luke 6. Condemn, God gonna punish. No, that's not of the Lord. What's that? If you condemn, you be condemned. Be merciful. He's kind, the ungrateful, and wicked. So if Jesus himself said that, then why the heck y'all acting like that he didn't say that? If you more Christ like than I am. Bunch of wolves she close are trying to run somebody's life and that lets you know who they got to pick the spit out of mine and what being lives. But I got to say it like this to Miss Lydia. God rest your soul. But y'all who have kids, adult kids, what is wrong with them not want to be on? I don't mind being on. Y'all know me 18. I was thanking God I turned 18. At 97, August, I was so happy. I was so happy. I did not want to. And I had apartment brochures in my clear backpack. And why you want to leave us? Well, you talking about I'm a headache. Okay, so we should leave. But they feel sorry. That's their guilt. They throw that guilt on you. If you did, no, you caused you to come in control, right? So you should take the blame. And I was trying to give you that peace, you know. So I don't have to worry about living under your damn rules. And yeah, we're headache to you, but when they lose the control, that's when they get mad. But you take their power, trust me, they get mad. What's good? I mean, control yourself. Learn how to do. You didn't say we, you said D, right? Okay. D, do the good. And if folks want to do good with you, don't worry about them. You ain't the judge and jury when they leave in this world. It ain't mine either. So that's all I gotta say. Y'all may take a long time, but this man should have been out this woman's house and be on his own pay-per-view games. He a power professional, and I know he making some buku money. He should have been out his house. I'm sorry. If I was a power professional, I should have been out my parent and grandparents have me a good, nice car and law and living good. And then too, I should be racing if he can pass for white, get that privilege. See what I'm saying? He don't look like, his mom or me or anything. You know what I'm saying? He look very Caucasian, okay? He's mixed. He should have been came out that doggone house. I would. Shoes. You can pass. You better use that privilege to get that. Don't deny who you are, but use that privilege on face value so you can go ahead and get you some money and at least give your family some money if they let you be on your own. La Negra, she is right now with her mom sacrificing, and they have a good relationship. Amara La Negra and her mama, they're from the Dominican Republic. On Love and Hip Hop Miami. They do. You know what I'm saying? So, well, my mom didn't raise me, so it's a different story. Glad she did. But that's why y'all ain't out there. Y'all making babies and have baby mom, baby dad. That's what happens. Okay, so all that about color, I get tired. We don't do. Maybe people with we in your ideology do, but not everybody of black descent, African descent do we. Okay, we are all individuals. Okay, can we start saying that? Get tired of that mess because my situation was to get away from the misery that I didn't want to be in the future, and I was right. It led to a guaranteed misery, poverty, and being not unsuccess, not be, I mean I'm successful because I do paper rent and everything else, but not be able to be on my own and be successful in it. Okay, because I never wanted to live on their damn rules and live on their damn house at the age 18. But people stay at home. I want to cuss their ass out and tell them to the fuck up and say my damn business. I don't want to hear your bullshit. Get the fuck out of my face. You don't care about me. You want me a guaranteed misery in my life, and I don't want that shit. So you the one who's selfish. At least I have on my own. What about living under else's stupid ideology? And I'm that way. I'm sorry. Stop trying to make people live for your expectations.